Hello everyone, I hope you all are well and safe with your families, enjoying the weekend, and everything is good at your side. So today is the episode 2, diet and healthy skin. So first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for I want to say thank you so much for your messages you've sent me after the first episode, and how much you liked it, and how much it has kind of simplified a lot of stuff how to choose related to your diet. So I'm really touched and humbled with all the messages, and I have received a lot of questions. One of the major thing which a lot of people they have asked, was about detox water. What it is, should they be using it, do I recommend it, and things about it. So then I thought today water is really important for skin and diet. So I thought today we're going to focus a bit more on detox water, why it's important, should we be using it or not. And the second question was that if I can share my detox water if I use it. So I'm going to touch that. So before I go into detail what a detox water is, I thought it's important to talk about what water is, why it's important for skin, what role it carries, and how we can use it appropriately to help with our skin. So I'm sure that you all know that water is a basic component of human body. So about 60% of human body is composed of water. Now, if we further divide that, there are every organ is further, developed with water. So, for example, skin has got 64% of water. Your bones has got like approximately 31% of water. Your lungs carry approximately 83% of water, and similarly your brain, your heart carry a lot of water. It carries a lot of water, like about 74%. So every organ has got its own water. So that's why it's important to understand that if we are not achieving the basic minimum requirement of water for our body, then it may actually cause more problem or damage to our body as compared to, so it's a bit of a maintenance, at the same time it's a bit of prevention as well. So that's a little bit of a basic of water. Now I think it's important to know, I've written a lot of questions which people have asked. So the other was, the most important thing, people get a bit confused about the daily requirement of water. How much is a daily requirement for an adult male, for female, for children, and for... So I think how I would say that, it's not that the daily requirement of water is same for everyone. It doesn't work that way. So like when babies are born, they have more content of water. As they grow, the content of water actually changes. So as I've mentioned, the daily requirement for adult male is about 3 liters, and an adult female is about 2.2 liters. Now, one thing which is really important to understand, that this daily requirement does not mean that you have to drink everything just in the form of liquid. So there is a lot of water you are also having from the natural products, from the natural fruits, from vegetables, and in your food. So as we know that water is important for the function of the body, we also know that we don't want to consume excessive water. If we consume excessive water, we're going to retain that inside, and a lot of water retention can cause many issues. So we don't want excessive water to drink either. So that's like a little bit of a recap. Now, the important functions of water. So when I'm teaching my medical student, I'm a very visual person. So ask them just to visualize it, that whatever you're doing or you're thinking about it, see the effect of it. So when you're drinking water, it's actually helping. So it's helping with the saliva. So if you're not drinking enough, then you start getting other symptoms. You will feel dry mouth. sometimes the taste of the saliva actually changes. And that's another sign of dehydration, that your body is demanding more water. So you just have to kind of think, it's like a bit of a common sense as well. Also, water is important because it actually keeps the moisture in the lining of every organ. When you're drinking and the water is going down, it's also helping with the absorption. So the natural absorption is really important. If you're dehydrated, it's actually going to slow down the healing. It's going to slow down the natural digestive system of your body. As a result, you're going to retain a lot of toxins and a lot of waste products, which is not bound to stay inside your body. And naturally, your body has to get rid of that for the normal functioning. So if you're not doing that, you're retaining it. Now, many gut conditions like irritable bowel, inflammatory bowel conditions, or people who suffer with ulcers and things like that, because that has a knock-on effect on their absorption. So as a result, the natural process is kind of hit in a different way. So if you're then dehydrated, on the top of that, you're going to mask all the inflammatory or the irritable process which is going on inside your body. So it's not going to help. So especially, say for example, people like irritable bowel, there is a set amount of water they have to drink. And if you don't drink that amount of water, your gut symptoms are going to get affected maximum. So that's important to understand. Also, when you drink more water, because as I've mentioned, it is actually taking away a lot of toxins from the body. So it's also diluting. So again, I'm sorry, because there is suddenly a lot of traffic which is accumulating. So that's why it then tries to send me a message and it tries to reconnect it. So, which is actually good for me that, you guys are watching, but I think it may be a bit of a pain on the other side that you may notice a lot of interruption. So anyways, let's go back to water. So as a result, when it's flushing away a lot of waste products, they're not accumulating also in the kidneys. So it is then helping and preventing from the kidney stones. When many people, they suffer with kidney problems, then one of the most important thing we tell them is to drink water because it tries and flush it away. Simple stones can be easily flushed away. Also, it helps to release the hormones and the neurotransmitters in the brain. So if you are dehydrated, then it is going to have a knock-on effect on your mental ability. And it also masks the stress in your body. It also acts as a shock absorber for your brain, for your spinal cord, and that's really important to understand. And because it carries oxygen to every part of your body. So imagine that if you haven't got enough oxygen, you're going to feel dizzy. You may feel irritable. You may feel you're struggling to focus. So these are also all the signs of dehydration purely. So, other than many functions, this is a basic function. It also helps for the cells to regenerate, to grow, and to multiply faster. Okay, so to multiply faster. So that's really important to understand. So that's a bit of a background of water, why it's important, why we should be drinking it. Now, other than that, how much is the daily requirement, which I've already mentioned, there are two other factors which are really important. The first is your gender. If you're a male and you're female, it again varies, as I've already mentioned. The second thing is where exactly you live. So if you're living in a hot climate, you are actually sweating a lot more. So your water intake may be a little bit more as compared to if you're living in places like UK, where I'm living. So as a result, the water intake may vary. Also, it's important to know that when people actually get confused with water intake, that sometimes they feel having a hot drink is actually going to replace your water. So hot drink, when I'm saying it, I'm not saying about the hot water. So hot water works in a different way in your body as compared to hot drinks like coffee or tea. So as a rule of thumb, coffee and tea, it actually works like, just to simplify it for understanding, it actually works like a bit of a water tablet. So if you're drinking more of the coffee and tea, you are actually taking out more water from the body. It can actually end up sometimes as a catch-22. That 1 cup of a coffee if you're drinking, you may be excreting about 2 cups from your body. So it is then actually not going to give you enough water to retain, but it can precipitate a lot of water to get out from the body. So this is really important. As a doctor, when I see especially those who sometimes they struggle and they have suddenly low natural salt levels in the blood, in the body, which we pick up on blood test, the first thing which we tell them is to reduce the water intake and reduce the intake of tea and coffee. So it's really important for you to go through that how much tea and coffee you drink, because tea and coffee, yes, it's fluid, but it's not, you can't replace it with the natural water. That's really important. At the same time, the herbal drinks. So herbal drinks, like peppermint and all of these, they also carry a bit of a caffeine. So most of the herbal drinks, unless you kind of buy something which is decaffeinated, they carry a lot of caffeine. And caffeine actually acts as a water tablet. So you are getting rid of flushing a lot of water out from your body. So that's also, it's just a very simple thing, but important to understand. So limit that. Okay, so I think I've kind of answered most of these things. And the other question was the detox water. So I'm just going to show you quickly. That's my water bottle. It's the small one, which I carry in my handbag. And I have a big of the similar one. Now, how do I believe in detox water? I do believe in detox water. Is there a lot of evidence, research and things done to prove its importance? There are lots of observational studies, which people have done. And it's still kind of, the people are still working on it. It's still, we're still struggling to find the direct evidence linked with its benefits. However, the rule of thumb is this, that the detox water, if you're making it, so I'm going to explain the detox water in a second. So the rule of thumb is that when we're talking about the detox water, what exactly, do we understand what the detox water is? So detox water, the other name is called the infusion water or fruit infusion water. It's the same thing, or the flavored water. Now, the only one thing is, if you're going for a flavored water only, you have to be careful that is it flavored infusion or is it just flavored? So why it's important, I'm actually going to explain it in a second. So back to this one. So what I do, that's the question somebody's asked. So what I do with this is just a simple water. I struggle, this is just me personally. You don't have to follow me all the time, but I struggle to drink a lot of plain water. I have to really kind of push myself. So in my day, I drink some plain water and I get sparkling water. So this is my sparkling water and I just add some natural fruits into it. You can buy the infusion, it comes in a small pack. I do actually carry that in my bag as well. And the infusions are 0 calories. There is no sugar added to it. That's the one you can go for. And they are kind of preserved, not in a blended way, but just preserved in a natural way. That's the difference. And I'm going to explain that in the detox water as well. Now, if you're struggling to buy that, you don't have to, worry about it. Sometimes, most of the time, what I do, I get some waters, plain or sparkling, your choice, because sparkling sometimes make it easy to drink. And it is also another way to kind of change your habit of sparkling, or the fizzy drinks. If you're somebody who loves fizzy drink, then sparkling water is a good alternative to it, and it's better for health. So I literally put some strawberries in it, some berries in it, and lemon in it. And you can just leave it. You don't have to squeeze that. You just literally put the full ones and leave it. And I just drink that. That's what I do. This is my sparkling. This is my detox water. Now, so let's talk about a little bit detail in what is, how it works and what does it do. So there are many detox water infusions available. So people, again, there were lots of questions about which one we have to go for and how to pick one. and what do I use for myself. So this is one example I've given you. The other one which I use, I'm going to tell you in a bit of a second. So the difference in the detox water as compared to the made water or the flavored water is this, that in detox you're putting the full, it's an infusion, so you're adding the full fruits in it. So you're adding fruits, vegetables or herbs. You're not kind of now what happens if you blend a vegetable or a fruit or a herb, then its kind of end product result is different as compared to infusion. So for example, if I'm adding strawberries, I'm taking berries. So if I'm just putting the whole lot into it, it's a low calorie drink for me. So it's still keeping everything the way it's kind of formed, like a raw product. When I'm blending a fruit, I'm actually breaking down the sugar from it. So that sugar is broken down into high calories. So if I'm then drinking a high calorie water, I'm actually going to struggle to lose weight. Plus, it's not going to be acting as a detox water. So that's one of the major difference. So for example, people, they love and they make smoothies and things. So is smoothie good for you? Well, it is fine depending on, your need and how you're using it. But when you're blending all of that, you've broken down the sugar. So the calories are really much. There's a lot of sugar into it. So I personally don't tend to go for smoothies. I personally tend to put that as an infusion and drink it. So that's another key to understand. Now, at the moment, there's so many, as I've mentioned, there's so many detox water available. My favorite, other than that, to go for is something mint and lemon and cucumber, which is very much into, everybody's talking about it. Does it work? It does work. Again, as I've mentioned, there is not clear evidence linked to it, but there are evidence linked with mint, lemon, and cucumber. Now, this is again just me. If you can drink it, that's brilliant. How people make it is they just put lemon, cucumber slices, and mint in simple plain water, and they leave it overnight or they leave it for a few hours. And that is enough to kind of extract all these good things from these fruits. And that's what the infusion water and the detox water is like. Now, when you leave cucumber as a whole cucumber, so you don't have to kind of take the it's kind of covering layers out, because that carries a lot of fiber and you're going to lose a lot of natural ingredients from that. Now, the downside is just for me that if I do that, if I leave cucumber, it changes the taste, so it becomes very bitter. And I struggle to drink it. Many people, they love it and they drink it. That's perfectly fine. So I eat cucumber on its own. And cucumber is really good because it actually has a lot of vitamin A, B, and C. So when you have something like this, it's not only going to help with your skin, but it is going to flush away a lot of extra toxins from your body. And it is proven to kind of, increases, it's good for your heart, it's good for your blood flow, it's good for everything. So it is definitely going to have a good effect on your skin. So because I struggle to put cucumbers in my drink, so I just tend to have daily cucumbers in my salad. That's, you can replace it, but you're still having all the natural ingredients from there. So in my detox water, again, I put mint, fresh mint leaves. Now, mint is really, really good. Now, one of the good things is that it actually enhances your digestive system. So it's going to take away a lot of toxins which is secreted by your body, and and also when we're eating a lot of food and things, so it improves the digestion, and it also gives you a bit of a refreshing effect. Mint has got a bit of a healing, and it also gets rid of extra water retention from your body. So then it actually helps with not only with digestion but also helps with weight loss. The second thing is mint is also very good. If you're struggling with sore throats and flu and cold symptoms, then maybe you can change a bit of your detox water and use mint in water. And you can make your own mint tea at home rather than just adding it in cold water, because the consistency the effect will be different in cold water than in the hot water. So that's about mint. Now, the other thing is lemon. Lemon is really, really good. Now, lemon is rich in vitamin A. That's very important. So I think there's so many benefits of their evidence. the evidence-based benefits of lemon. But 6, I think, usually is what we all agree anyway. When your body is going through stress process, I've already explained that, your body tends to eat a lot of vitamin C. And as a result, if you add more vitamin C, again, naturally you can have it from lemon, it will help to de-stress you. That's really important. Also, it's proven that vitamin C is very good. So vitamin C is very good for your heart disease. So it works like a cardioprotective way. It's good for your digestion. It enhances your digestion. It eliminates the waste products from your body. So, and it also works by reducing the water retention. So water retention is important because when your body is excessively retaining a lot of fluid which you're not meant to keep, then it changes the natural process. So for example, when you're swimming and if you put your hands and leave it in water for a longer time, or you come out after like, an hour or so, you see all the wrinkly effect of your skin. That's because the water has gone inside your skin and stayed there for a bit longer. So that's exactly what the water retention does. Unnecessary water retention, we don't need it. It's not good for our body. I've already explained that. Now there is it is also said about lemon and vitamin C and all of that it also helps to reduce the risk of cancer from your body. So it's good. It also helps to so by flushing the waste products from your body, it will reduce the risk of kidney stones as well. So then you see you have so many benefits purely by using natural lemon. Now, one other thing I must say, that people who struggle with digestive problems, especially with ulcers, you have to be careful because lemon is very acidic. Now, when we talk about this acidic nature of lemon, then that may increase the natural production of acid from your stomach. So in that condition, sometimes you may suffer with a bit of a stomach aches and things. So then don't go and don't eat too much of that. Now, one of the most important thing that it also helps with with weight loss. Now, the key to it is that people, they actually use a lot of lemon juice. Now, lemon has got a soluble pectin. If you are squeezing lemon into your drink or anywhere, and you're drinking that and you're thinking, why I'm not losing weight, that's because the lemon juice has got no pectin in it. So then it's actually not going to work at all. So for you, like if you're making a detox, if I'm making a detox drink, I should be putting a full chunk of lemon in there. So maybe a full slice of lemon where I've got the nectar and everything of the lemon rather than just squeezing a lemon in there. So if I'm using that, I have got the pectin. So what exactly pectin does, it actually kind of expands in your stomach and it gives you a feeling of fullness. So once you feel full, you're not going to eat more as well. So that's another benefit of using lemon. So imagine that you are so imagine you have put all of these natural ingredients in. You don't have to go and buy these infusion waters. You can make it at home, and it will definitely help with weight reduction, and it gives a nice smooth tone and texture to your skin. Now, vitamin C is also good because it works on the pigmentation as well. So if you're having natural vitamin C in your diet, it will work on the subtle pigmentation can go away. Yes, deep pigmentation sometimes is a problem, but it does not mean that you have to stop that. Now, there's so many other infusion drinks available. We will talk about vegetable infusion drinks to herbal infusion drinks in other topics. I'm just going to touch if I have kind of missed anything. Okay, so yes, there was another question about lemon and vitamin C. So one other thing is that if you suffer with anemia, you have low iron levels in your body, so then vitamin C is really good for you, because vitamin C does not give you a lot of iron. It has very little iron stores in itself, but it will enhance the absorption of iron from your gut. So once the process is kind of enhanced, your your oral absorption of iron will improve. So I think I've kind of touched most of the questions through the talk, and I've kind of answered other questions which people have asked here as well. So yeah, go ahead, go and make your own detox water at home and drink that, but just make sure that you're not going to drink excessive water. And next episode we will talk more about water detox and other things.